What is the truth that Jungkook refuses to stay silent about? And why did his step with Taehyung push HYB into a moment of fear that sent ARMY into full panic mode? Before you go any further, ask yourself this one question, and let it sit in your mind until the end of this story. If you feel the tension, if your heart beats faster as the truth slowly unfolds, don't forget to leave a comment with your thoughts. Press like if you feel the emotion behind this moment, and subscribe so you never miss the hidden stories others are afraid to tell. Breaking news rarely feels this personal, yet this time it does, because what unfolded was not just about a company statement or a celebrity clarification, but about trust, fear, loyalty, and a truth that many believe was deliberately kept in the shadows. What really happened when Jungkook finally denied the narrative that spread like wildfire? And why did HYB feel the need to speak up after a move he took together with Taehyung that reportedly made the company uneasy? Was this truly a misunderstanding? Or is there a deeper reason that ARMY was never meant to see so clearly? The moment the word denial echoed around Jungkook's name, the atmosphere shifted. For years, fans have been used to silence, subtle gestures, and carefully chosen words. Jungkook has always been known as someone who lets his actions speak louder than statements, someone whose sincerity feels natural and unforced. That is exactly why this moment felt different, heavier, and far more emotional. When someone like Jungkook chooses to deny something openly, it is never without reason, and it is never without consequences. At the center of this storm was a decision he took alongside Taehyung, a decision that at first glance seemed simple, even harmless to some, yet reportedly sent waves of anxiety through HYB's internal circles. Why would two global superstars, known for their loyalty and discipline, suddenly take a step that made their own company nervous? And more importantly, why did that nervousness turn into public attention so fast, pushing HYB to finally break its silence? ARMY panicked not because of gossip alone, but because history has taught them to read between the lines. Fans have seen what happens when idols' intentions are misunderstood, when narratives are shaped without their voices, and when silence is interpreted as guilt. This time, however, Jungkook refused to let that happen. His denial was not loud or aggressive, yet it was firm enough to send a clear message that something about this story had gone too far. What makes this situation even more intense is the emotional bond between Jungkook, Taehyung, and their fans. Their friendship is not a marketing concept but a relationship that has grown in front of the world, through trainee days, struggles, triumphs, and moments of vulnerability. So when their shared decision suddenly became the center of fear and speculation, fans felt personally involved, as if a private understanding was being questioned by forces much larger than the individuals themselves. HYB's response added another layer of complexity. The company's voice carried an undertone that many interpreted as caution mixed with concern. Was HYB afraid of losing control over the narrative? Or was there a genuine fear about the impact of this move on the group's future, the brand, and the delicate balance between artistic freedom and corporate responsibility? The answer is not as simple as it seems, and that is where the hidden reasons begin to surface. Behind the polished statements and carefully framed words lies a reality, where global fame comes with invisible chains. Every decision, every collaboration, every moment of independence can feel like a risk when millions of eyes are watching. Jungkook and Taehyung are not just artists, they are symbols, and symbols are often protected, sometimes to the point of suffocation. Could it be that the step they took was not dangerous in itself, but dangerous to the comfort zone that others had built around them? As ARMY tried to connect the dots, emotions ran high. Some felt fear, worried that this could signal conflict behind the scenes. Others felt anger, believing that Jungkook and Taehyung were being unfairly scrutinized for simply exercising their agency. And many felt sadness, realizing once again how fragile transparency can be in an industry built on perfection. Jungkook's denial became a turning point. It was not just a rejection of a rumor, but a subtle reclaiming of his own narrative. By denying the assumptions, he indirectly highlighted how easily intentions can be twisted when artists are no longer allowed to exist as human beings who make choices for personal growth. His words carried an emotional weight that resonated deeply, reminding fans why they trusted him in the first place. The panic among ARMY was not irrational. It came from love, from protection, and from a shared history of standing by their idols when things felt uncertain. Fans flooded discussions with questions that had no easy answers. Why now? Why together? Why did HYB react the way it did? And why did Jungkook feel the need to deny something so strongly if there wasn't more beneath the surface? Speculation about hidden reasons intensified. Some believe the move was related to creative independence. Others whisper about personal boundaries finally being drawn. There are even those who think this moment represents a quiet shift in power, a signal that Jungkook and Taehyung are no longer willing to let their paths be entirely defined by external expectations. None of these theories can be confirmed, yet the emotional truth remains that something significant has changed. What makes this story so compelling is not the lack of clarity, but the presence of emotion. Fear from a company trying to protect its structure, courage from artists choosing honesty, and anxiety from fans who care deeply about every outcome. This is not a simple case of denial versus confirmation. It is a reflection of how fame magnifies every decision until it feels like a crisis. As the dust slowly settles, one thing becomes clear. Jungkook's denial was not an act of rebellion, but an act of self-respect. Taehyung's involvement was not a provocation, but a shared understanding between two individuals who have walked the same road for years. And HYB's reaction, whether driven by fear or responsibility, revealed just how high the stakes truly are. ARMY will continue to watch closely, not out of suspicion, but out of care. Because when idols speak up, even gently, it matters. When companies respond, every word is analyzed. And when silence is broken, it often signals the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with uncertainty, but also with the possibility of growth. So the question remains, and it lingers long after the headlines fade. Was this moment a warning, a misunderstanding, or the first sign of a deeper transformation happening behind the scenes? Whatever the truth may be, one thing is undeniable. Jungkook's voice has reminded the world that even in an industry built on control, honesty still has the power to shake everything. If this story made you feel something, if it raised questions you can't easily answer, share your thoughts in the comments. Like this story if you felt the tension behind every word. And subscribe so you stay with us as we continue to uncover the emotional truths hidden behind the biggest names in K-pop. The tension did not end with Jungkook's denial. In fact, that moment became the spark that ignited a much deeper emotional wave. One that spread quietly but relentlessly across the fandom. What followed was not chaos on the surface, but a collective holding of breath, as if everyone sensed that this story was no longer about a single statement, but about something that had been building for a long time. Silence, after all, can be louder than any headline. After HYB spoke, after Jungkook denied the circulating assumptions, there was a pause that felt unnatural. Fans noticed it immediately. No dramatic follow-up, no aggressive clarification, just a carefully maintained calm that felt almost too controlled. And in that calm, questions grew heavier. When things are truly resolved, there is relief. This time, there was only unease. Many began to reflect on the pattern that had led to this point. Jungkook and Taehyung have always existed at the center of attention, yet they have also been among the members who quietly carried emotional weight without complaint. Their bond has often been interpreted as comfort, as stability, as something unbreakable. That is why the idea that their shared step could cause fear within HYB felt unsettling. Fear implies unpredictability, and unpredictability is the one thing large systems struggle to tolerate. Emotionally, this moment exposed the fragile line between protection and control. HYB's concern, regardless of intention, revealed how even well-established trust can shake when artists begin to assert themselves in ways that are not entirely scripted.